Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. This is for both groups. We'll be going over halves and fourths. Halves and fourths. Notice we have two circles here. Let's get started in the first circle. This is called a half. And let's break down why is it called one half. Notice, one part is shaded, and there are two parts total. Notice it's split between, only one part is shaded. So one part is shaded at one, and then there are two parts total. That's called one half. That's why is this called 1/4? Because there are four parts. Notice, one, two, three, four. There are four parts, but only one is shaded. So it's called 1/4. Just like I'm going one half one time, and then we go with thirds next. Notice, there are two parts, but one part is shaded, so it's one half. Here there are four parts, but only one part is shaded. There are four parts total. So this will make this, 1/4. Okay, next let's go over these two circles we have here. Let's look at the first circle. Is this one half? Oh, I like this. This is a good marker, right? It's a pretty good marker. Now, is this one half and 1/4? Notice, how many sides do you have? You have two sides. And how many is shaded is one. So if we have two sides, that's only one shaded, that's one half. Let's look at this one. Is it one half or one? This is a really good marker. Now, sorry to get distracted. So it's one half and 1/4. Notice, let's look what we have here. Notice we have to look real closely. This one is kind of different than this one. Notice how the half is a bigger side. Notice this side is smaller. There's only one. So it's only one piece. Let me shade that in so you can see. So one piece. But notice this is a little bit smaller than the half. Those half take up the whole side. So this must be the fourth. So this is 1/4. Even though I didn't draw as many lines, this is how you look at 1/4. Let's work on some more examples. Alright, let's look at the next example I have on the board. Notice, is this fracted circle, is it one half, 1/4, or 2/4? Let's go ahead and break it down. So, how many parts do we have in total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have four parts. So it could be either 1/4 or 2/4. Now, how many parts are shaded? Notice, 1, 2. If two are shaded and there are four parts, so that will be 2/4 for that particular one. Now, here's how we tell if these are halves. Notice, we all have two sides, 1, 2, and one is shaded. So this is halves. Now, how do we tell? Now, we have to figure out which one is not a complete half. Which was not shaded completely. We'll put an X over it. So let's look at the first example here. We have a triangle here, and notice it's shaded in between as an equal side on both sides. Let's get to the circle. Shaded in as an equal side on both sides, like the rectangle, equal side on both sides. But here, we notice this part here, that's shaded in, but it's still an equal amount over here. So this is not a half. So we cross that out. Let's look back at the examples we have. The triangle, the rectangle, the circle. Notice, these are all one half. There are two parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And one is shaded completely. So I can tell that's one half. And let's get started at 1/4. Now, looking at these three examples here, we have to put an X across out the one that is not 1/4. We got to identify which is 1/4 is. There are four sides total, only one. There are four parts, but only one is shaded. Let's look here. Notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one shaded. That is fine. Let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four parts, one is shaded. But let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four parts, but how many are shaded? 1, 2. So this is not 1/4. You cross that out. Okay. So this is how we identify shapes that are 1/4.